Dear students, good morning to all of you. And today we are going to discuss organic farming. And in this case, we would like to discuss a brief history of organic farming in India. So many of you may be knowing that since the start of life or human life on the earth, people started agriculture and then it was all organic. Up to industrial revolution in Europe and America, agriculture in the world, you can say it was totally organic agriculture. During the industrial revolution in Europe and America, you must be knowing that several inventions were made. The locomotives, the steam engine, the pesticides like BSC, DDT, 2,4-D, they all were developed. New machineries were developed. And machineries, for example, horse hoeing husbandry. And there were drills, there were tractors, a lot of machines were developed. And that led to chemical farming in Europe and America and in some other areas. So in that case, what happened? This chemical farming was introduced same time during the Industrial Revolution in Europe and America. So that started polluting the soil. And many scientists in Europe and America simultaneously argued for organic farming. So this was about the world. But in India, it started since the time immemorial, this organic farming. But with the start of green revolution in the country, the farming was converted to chemical farming. But before that, before green revolution in 1960s, the Indian farming was totally organic farming. And during this period, say during start of the 20th century, the Indian farming was totally organic. So what happened at that time, the Europe has already realized the consequences or problems with the chemical farming. And one scientist from Europe or say England was deputed to India. He was Albert Howard. He has already learned the consequences of chemical farming in Europe, and then he came to India and he started learning Indian agriculture. So Indian agriculture at that time was fully organic. And he made many farmers his teachers or his gurus, and he learned the organic farming techniques from Indian farmers, and then did some research in India. I will discuss all these issues in this lecture. So you can say the history of organic farming in India basically starts from Albert Howard. So he came to India in year 1905, and he was deputed to Imperial Agricultural Research Institute. Now it is Indian Agricultural Research Institute, IRA. But before this period, say in 1905, the institute was established perhaps by Lord Curzon in 1905, and Albert Howard was deputed as a scientist there, or basically a botanist there. He came along with his wife also, Gabriel, and they worked there for many years. They worked there, and he was inspired by Indian farmers during that period. Though he came to breed the wheat varieties in India, but he was impressed by Indian farmers, and he thought that how this Indian farming is sustainable, how it is successful. So he realized that farmers were recycling the animal waste. Farmers were taking back the organic waste of animal, urine or dungs, back to the soil. And they were also doing mixed cropping, intercropping. And farmers were also following the crop rotations, and they were including legumes in the rotations. Therefore, crop diversification was there in India. So it gave him very big learning, and it was a very good teaching for him. So then he tried to advance this field of organic agriculture, mainly by developing the methods of composting, suggesting that health of soil or good health. Somebody's mic is on. Somebody's mic is on. Hello, somebody's mic is on, put it off. So you can see he learned the techniques of sustainable agriculture from Indian farmers, and he applied right in Europe, and he suggested in America, many countries. They took benefit of his research. He published books, papers, and so on about composting, role of humus, and he professed his idea around the world. So therefore, he is considered as father of modern organic agriculture and worked at Pusa, Bengal. That time, the Pusa place, Bengal was undivided. Therefore, it can be called as Bengal. Otherwise, right now it is in Bihar. So the IRA, as you know, was established as Imperial Agricultural Research Institute in 1905 at Pusa, Bengal, or now in Bihar, and it shifted to IRA New Delhi in 1936. So what he did, what Albert Howard did, documented traditional Indian farming practices. Traditional Indian farming practices means manuring, crop rotations, and inclusion of legumes in rotations, and mixed cropping, and came to regard them as superior to conventional agriculture. Even you see in Europe that time, they used to have tractors, which created many soil health related issues. You see the soil compaction can lead to because of heavy use of machinery. So in 1943, Sir Albert Howard, he has written an agricultural testament. This is fantastic book. Each one of you can read it in your free time. This book is freely available on internet. So he said that in 1947, he wrote another book, The Soil and Health, a study of organic agriculture. So you see, in 1947, he was aware of the values of organic agriculture, and it was the first time that in title of any book, organic agriculture word came. Now you can see this left side, this is Agricultural Testament by Sir Albert Howard. And this is very good book, very small book, say 150 pages, one would like to read. And it is not that Chandu Mama stories are there in this book. You will find scientific fact. So it is worth reading. On the right side, you can see this is The Soil and Health, a study of organic agriculture. If you like, I can share both the books. So Agricultural Research Station, then he moved to Indore. He moved to Indore, Madhya Pradesh in 1934, I think, 1934, or I don't remember exact date, but in 1930s, early 1930s, he moved to Indore, and where one institute was there, Institute of Plant Industry. So he developed the technique of aerobic composting, which is now called as Indore process. North American as well as British organic farming was fundamentally influenced by Howard. He made studies in India, but it was appreciated, or it was adopted, or it influenced the other farming in other countries. By reintegrating the different agricultural research disciplines, he concluded that the health of soil, plants, animals, and humans are interrelated. This is very important statement. If your soils are healthy, definitely it will give you healthy plants. If your soils are deficient in particular element, particular nutrient, then plants may have very lower status of that nutrient. Thus, if the health of the plant is not good, if they do not have nutritious food, the animal health will suffer, and so will be the human health. A humus-rich soil is the key for successful organic farming. So many of you might be knowing about the humus. It is very, very successful. So it is end product of decomposition of organic matter. And when organic matter starts decomposing, it is broken down physically as well as chemically by organism. So it is broken down into small pieces, and then it cannot be recognized that from which source this material has come. So this fine material is actually humus. The well-decomposed organic material, which cannot be recognized back to its identity, is your humus. So humus has very important role in soil. Then another person which was related to organic farming in India was, of course, Robert McCarrison. He established the Institute of Nutrition in 1918 in India. So originally it was a single room lab at Pasteur Institute in Kunnur, Tamil Nadu, for the study of beriberi and was called the Beriberi Inquiry Unit. So he was basically a general or major in army, British Army, and he was basically a scientific officer or doctor, you can say. He was a doctor, but doctor was in army. So he was interested in studying the food coming from organic background, and he wanted to compare it with the food produced from fertilizers. That was basic purpose of his studies, and therefore he is related to organic farming. And he made very significant contribution by establishing the Institute of Nutrition in Kunnur, Tamil Nadu, for studying some diseases. The facility moved to Hyderabad in 1958, and in 1969 was renamed the National Institute of Nutrition. So the National Institute of Nutrition is very, very important, and it is located in Hyderabad, and it is Government of India institution, and they are related to nutritional quality of Indian foods. So what Robert McCarrison did in Nutrition Research Lab in Kunnur, he developed the relationship among soil fertility, food quality, and human nutrition. McCarrison said that decreased food quality due to increased use of mineral nitrogen fertilizers as early as in 1926 and again in 1936. So he said that if you add nitrogenous fertilizer into the soil, the food quality is decreased. It was first time. Then studying the health and physique of the Hunja tribesmen. So now he also studied the health and physique of Hunja tribesmen. Now you would surprise that how it is related to organic farming, Hunja tribesmen, and how their physique is related to organic farming. So now you will see that Hunja tribesmen and organic farming. So in those days, India and Pakistan were one country, that was India. So therefore, we have the common history also, India and Pakistan. So he made studies on different kind of diets, like Maratha diet, Sikh diet, Pathan diet, and variety of diets. So he found that I think I can lead it. I can leave it. This study was made on rats. You can go through it yourself, or not required. Now see history of Hunja people. So indigenous to the Hunja Valley. These are the people. These are people like us. They are indigenous to the Hunja Valley. And Hunja Valley is located in Karakoram Mountains of northern Pakistan. Karakoram Mountains are there, and it is located there. Hunja Valley is just like Kashmir Valley in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of Pakistan. The Hunja is situated northwest of the Hunja River. So you can say valley name is Hunja, river name is Hunja, and name of the people is also Hunja. The community is Hunja community. So you can see indigenous to the Hunja Valley in the Karakoram Mountains of North Pakistan, Gilgit-Baltistan. Healthy living advocate J.I. Rodale. J.I. Rodale was a publisher based in USA, and he had interest in organic farming also. One institute is established in USA in the name of J.I. Rodale, which is called as Rodale Institute, that is dedicated to organic farming in USA. So he also had interest in organic farming because he was tutored by Albert Howard. Albert Howard tutored Rodale, and he made his fan, and Rodale Press, he started publishing organic papers, bulletins, and books on organic farming. So his first book, Rodale wrote a book, Healthy Hunjas, the Healthy Hunjas in year 1955. And he noted for their longevity that these people are living very long life. They are having more than 100 years of age. And what was the reason? He subscribed as the healthy organic food and plenty of fresh air. So those people were actually getting the organic foods. There were no, and even today, they do not have very high chemical farming. They are busy in doing organic farming. So you can see the pictures of Hunja people, and it is history of India also. They have more than 100 years of age, and there is no cancer case in Hunja Valley. Did you know that Hunja Valley, a small and remote mountainous place in Pakistan, is home to some of the healthiest people on the earth? They live well past 100 years and have almost no reports of cancer. Their secrecy, consuming apricot seeds, which contain vitamin B17, that has been shown to decrease the risk of various forms of cancer. They consume approximately 200 times more vitamin B17 than the average American. So whatever food they are eating, one thing is that they are eating dry fruits or some other kind of fruits, vegetables, fresh air. But most of the things or everything is organic there. The water in Hunja River is very, very clean. And many people say that Hunja Valley is even much better or much beautiful than the Kashmir Valley, our Kashmir Valley. Now it was a history continues, and then came the chemical farming of 1960s, Green Revolution, which caused several problems in India. The use of fertilizers, pesticides increased due to invention of new varieties. And then slowly, the diseases in human being increased, the taste of the food decreased, and many issues were cropped up. Pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, air pollution. We started talking in India after a green revolution. So then slowly, we started thinking on the line of organic farming in India. So first, government help came by launching of the National Program of Organic Production. Launching of the National Program of Organic Production on 8th May 2000. It was launched. The purpose of NPOP, remember the full form of NPOP, National Program of Organic Production. So what was the purpose of this program? There were three important functions. Number one, promote, protect, and develop the Indian organic movement. Means promote the organic farming in the country, install accreditation and certification process. I will discuss in detail what is accreditation and certification process, but government took this responsibility in its own hand through the NPOP. Number two, the accreditation and certification program is started on 1st October 2001. Number three, the organic logo released by Government of India on 26 July 2002. I think many of you must have seen India organic logo, and it is on the products which are certified by APIDA. So on some organic product, you will find India organic logo. I will show you what kind of logo it is. Now, other initiatives taken by Government of India, mainly through the APIDA. APIDA is the part of Ministry of Commerce. You know what is APIDA? APIDA is Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. So this APIDA, you need to remember full form of this, and this is department under Ministry of Commerce. The main purpose of APIDA is related to export of products. All kind of products from India are exported through the APIDA, or APIDA is involved in one way or the other. And organic products are not spared. They are also marketed or exported through APIDA. It is kind of controlling agency. Then under NPOP, these national standards were developed in 2005. National organic standards were developed by APIDA first time in 2005, and then they were revised in 2014. And as you know, NPOP is the part of APIDA, or NPOP is implemented by APIDA, and APIDA is part of Ministry of Commerce. And what this NPOP is doing, It is developing the national standard. It is also developing the accreditation criteria for accrediting inspection and certification agency. Means the role of NPOP is directly in development of national organic standards, number one, and number two, accreditation related process, or you can say certification. So organic standard and certification processes are governed by NPOP. We will discuss in detail what is certification, what is accreditation of certification bodies. Now see, government, there are a number of schemes launched by Government of India. Some are directly supporting organic farming and some are indirectly supporting organic farming. So this is of course part of organic farming history in India. National Project on Organic Farming, NPOF. National Project on Organic Farming, it is different from NPOP. NPOP is National Program of Organic Production. And NPOF is National Project on Organic Farming. It is being handled by National Center of Organic and Natural Farming, Ghaziabad. So National Project is in NCONF. And National Horticulture Mission is also there, which indirectly supports organic farming. And Horticulture Mission for Northeast and Himalayan state is also supporting organic farming. A National Project on Management of Soil Health and Fertility, NPMSH&F, it is also supporting organic farming. And one is Network Project on Organic Farming. This Network Project on Organic Farming is by ICR, and it is located in Modipuram, Meerut. In Meerut, we have one institute, which is Indian Institute of Farming System Research, IIFSR, Modipuram, Meerut, Uttar Pradesh. That institute is having this project, Network Project on Organic Farming. So this is network project, means there are about 18 to 20 centers across the whole India. And this project started in year 2004 or 2005, I will confirm. So perhaps in 2005, it is started. And also you can see PKVY. What is PKVY? Anybody?
परंपरागत कृषि विकास योजना.
Excellent. Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Now you see this Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana is there. It is a subcomponent of soil health management scheme under National Mission of Sustainable Agriculture. You know, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India have several schemes and several projects to promote and support agriculture in the country. So one is National Mission of Sustainable Agriculture. Under this, you got soil health management scheme. And under this, you have Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana. So aims at development. What is the aim of PKVY? Aims at development of sustainable models of organic farming through a mix of traditional wisdom and modern science. So organic farming basically look to combine traditional practices as well as modern practices to ensure long-term soil fertility buildup, resource conservation, and climate change adaptation and mitigation. Aims at empowering farmers through institutional development through cluster approach. So in this case, in the PKVY, cluster approach is adopted, means farmers can pool their land and then start organic farming. So one particular chunk of land where you can have many farmers will be one cluster. So then the Government of India will give financial support to the farmers. Perhaps, not perhaps, at the rate of 20,000 per hectare, rupees 20,000 per acre, 20,000 per acre and 50,000 per hectare. So PGS was also started. Participatory Guarantee System is a kind of certification of organic products in India, and PGS India program started and will be the key approach for quality assurance under the PKVY. Quality assurance here means certification. So quality assurance means whether farmers have produced organic products by adopting certain standards. Have they followed the organic farming practices truly? So it is to be certified by some process. and that process is PGS India program, which is part of PKVY. I will discuss in detail this PGS India program. So what happens in cluster approach, groups of farmers would be motivated to take up organic farming under the scheme. 50 or more farmers will form a cluster. So there are certain conditions under which a cluster can be formed, and minimum size should be 50 acres to take up organic farming. Means farmers can pool their land so that minimum land is 50 acres and it is in one piece adjoining field at one particular location, and then they will be provided financial support. So there will be no liability on the farmers for expenditure on certification, because here PGS India program of certification will be implemented. Farmers will be held by free certification of their product by PGS India program. And every farmer will be provided rupees 20,000 per acre in 3 years. So every 3 years, farmers will get 20,000 rupees per acre. It is not that they will get every year, once in 3 years. Organic farming will be promoted by using traditional resources, and the organic products will be linked with the market. So through this scheme, government will also help the farmers to market their organic products. Now, friends, these days we are talking a lot about natural farming, and a lot of confusion has been created by the people around. People in different sectors have created a lot of problem about natural farming, and it is somewhat gaining some value in India. But personally, I don't want to cover this topic for discussion, and I will not have much comments on this natural farming, and those who are interested can discuss me personally about natural farming. So for the time being, you can study natural farming. I have given you this link. Those who are interested can know more, and they can also use your own thoughts, your own thinking about natural farming, because government is promoting it like anything. So the government is also implementing dedicated organic farming schemes of, so what is there? It is actually mixing of natural and organic farming. So people are getting confused. So I'm also confused, so I cannot speak much, or I don't want to speak on natural farming. Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, both kind of farmings are now being supported by this PKVY. Just now we have seen lot of confusion. Mission Organic Value Chain Development in the Northeast region, also supporting these kind of farming. An amount of rupees every year government is giving some budget for promotion of natural farming in India in different states. So friends, kindly pardon me, I will not speak on natural farming. But you see here, Sikkim becomes India's first organic state on 18th January 2016. Although area of Sikkim for organic cultivation is small, because it is a small state and hilly state, therefore they have only 75,000 hectares area. But Sikkim is fully organic, and lot of confusion was created in the people's mind that organic farming is not successful because yield was declining in Sikkim and so on. But that was all wrong information. But truth has prevailed, and truth has come that Sikkim is earning very good money out of organic farming by exporting their products. They have very unique products, and they have very good marketing of their products, and they are getting benefits of organic farming in Sikkim state. Uttarakhand is also trying to become organic, and very soon you will get news that they are slowly converting to the organic state. So far education is concerned in organic farming, I think this year somewhere I have seen in the qualification of ARS, organic farming is also included, and somewhere it is also considered as a PhD discipline. MSc has been permitted. MSc is allowed now in organic farming. So education in organic farming, ICR endorses MSc degree in organic farming. Now you will see that many universities, agricultural universities in India are offering MSc in organic farming. Some university, one university in Himachal Pradesh is offering MSc degree in organic farming. Are you aware of this, that any student can share information if you have idea that this particular university is offering MSc in organic farming? Any guess, any idea? Any institution in India offering MSc degree in organic farming? Any idea? No idea. Okay. But very soon you will see that almost all the universities will have MSc degree in organic farming. The Indian Council of Agriculture Research has constituted a committee for development of syllabus and curricula of natural farming at UG and postgraduate level. So you will have these courses we are running in India. In almost all the agricultural universities, you have courses on organic farming. And this NCERT is not way behind. They have wrote a book on organic farming, and they have made it compulsory for the students from 6th to 8th class. These chapters on organic farming, you can see. So NCERT has already taken up issue of organic farming in India. IRA is going to start PG diploma in organic farming. It was supposed to start in July 22, but anyhow, we could not succeed. Hopefully next year or this year, I think this year, we may start one PG diploma in organic farming in IRA. And there are PG diplomas given by IGNU, certain state agriculture university, HPKV Palampur, MIT University, and NCERT. They are giving PG diploma. MSc, PhD in organic agriculture, many European countries are giving degrees, and PAU established a new school of organic farming. So slowly means it is becoming an important academic subject, a subject of education in our country. Training opportunities are there, organic leadership course of IFOM, NCOF, now the name is changed, NCNOF, NCONF, National Center of Organic and Natural Farming. And several seminars, symposia, congresses are organized. Organic World Congress is organized every 3 years. And last time it was in Germany, I think. But before that, in 2017, it was organized in India. There are certain international agencies like IFOM, International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movement. This is important. Every student should know full form of IFOM, International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements. It is movements as International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements. It was started in 1972, and now it is headquartered of IFOM. Any student?
Bonn, Germany.
Good. Bonn, Germany. And we have several agencies in Europe, Australia, FIBL, USA, Asia, Thailand. Number of countries are coming forward. In India, our national agencies are APIDA, I have already told you, NCONF, National Center of Organic and Natural Farming, ICR, NOFRI. Some of you might be knowing that ICR has also started one institute like IRA. It is National Organic Farming Research Institute, NOFRI, in Sikkim, and already told you network project on organic farming at Indian Institute of Farming System Research and some state agricultural university. APIDA full form, already told you, Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. And I will continue, or you can see this participatory organic guarantee system for India. We already developed logos. So you can see that in India, there is two kinds of certification. One is third-party certification, which is implemented by APIDA. And other kind of certification is participatory guarantee system, which is known as PGS. So India has already developed in 2005 or so these logos, PGS Organic and PGS Green. Actually, this PGS system in India, I'm sorry, I made wrong statement 2005. It is 2016. The PGS certification in India started in 2016. 2016 में start हुआ. And under this, we are having two logo, PGS Organic, this one, blue one, and PGS Green, this one. So this green logo is given to the products which are under conversion period. Means the 3 years are not complete, then farmers will get logo PGS Green. And once 3 years are over and certification is started, then the PGS Organic logo will be given to the farmers. So this is also part of history. It is, again, I'm sorry, it is July 2015. I was thinking July 2016. It is July 2015 that a participatory organic guarantee system for India is started. Now you see, APIDA is also doing a lot of job, and I will continue. I think time is about to finish. We can join this link again. So welcome back. This APIDA is very, very important. Any student interested to know more about organic farming in India, and if you want to know each and everything about organic farming in India, just go to APIDA, https://apida.gov.in. You go to this site and you will find a lot of things like this, full information on product and what we are doing in organic farming. So in this, you have one, in the menu, you will find APIDA products. So here you can click and you will find organic products. And once you click on organic products, you will find everything about organic farming. So here you can see something is written. That is, some thing are written like HortiNet. HortiNet means it is related to horticultural commodities. Peanut is related to peanut. TraceNet. This TraceNet is related to organic products, mostly organic products. Meat.net, Basmati.net. So these are TraceNet, means they traces the history of the product. History of the product means who produced it, when it was produced, how much was produced, and then how it changed the hands, how it went up to the consumer, how many people handled this product. So in the very beginning, some coding system is done. Some coding or barcode or QR code or those kind of codes are given to the product in the starting, and then it will contain all kind of information online. So anybody in the channel can see the details of the product, all aspects of the product. So this TraceNet is also important, this TraceNet. So this kind of job is being done by APIDA, and you can have a lot of information about it. So for example, TraceNet. It is an internet-based electronic service offered by APIDA to the stakeholders for facilitating process certification for export of organic products from India, which comply with the NPOP or NOP standard. So you can see this TraceNet is helping, particularly it will help the consumers so that they can trace the history of the product, and it is implemented by APIDA. TraceNet collects, stores and reports forward and backward traces and quality assurance data entered by the operators, producers, or you can say middlemen, and certification bodies within the organic supply chain. In the organic supply chain, anybody can access the details of this data. And it is actually process certification. Process certification in organic certification, it is always process certification. It is not the product certification. You cannot certify a product under organic system, but you can certify it only the process. I will discuss again this sometimes later. So traceability is a continuous system of documentation to trace back the entire value chain till the last end, farmers. In case if problem is detected in product, it helps in pinpointing the source and location of the problem. Entire NPOP operation data is online. Entire operation can be monitored on the real-time basis. Where is the product? How much is the product? Who is having it? What he is doing with it? Provides full traceability, immediate access to entire operational data. Means whenever anybody buys, you need to install the TraceNet on your system, on your machine, and you can have your product. Just scan the code. I'm not good in this, but scan the code. It will give you the information about the product on your machine. Encourage operators to follow strict timelines in operations and documentation. Now you see, I was telling you that at the APIDA website, you can click organic products. In organic products, you will get this kind of structure. This kind of page will be seen when you click on the organic products on APIDA website. So here you can get each and every information about organic farming. Suppose data. You can click here. You will find the data of organic area, production, and in different states, in different years, all sorts of data related to organic products, organic farming in India. You can see it here. And then exporters. Who are the exporters? The list of exporters and what kind of products they are exporting, you can see here. Click on importers, you can know who is importing organic products in India. About NPOP, National Program on Organic Production. If you click it here, you can know the details of NPOP, when it is started, how it works, and so on. And then policies and notifications are also there. New policies related to organic products, notifications. And if you are interested to see Indian standard, revised NPOP organic standards, you can click here and you can see the list of organic standards. Similarly, you can know about the certification bodies who are doing certification process in India. Some are government departments and or agencies, and some are private players. So you can find the whole list of certification agencies here. Similarly, tariffs of accredited inspection and certification agency. The certification process involved money. Farmers require to pay some money, some fee. So that is also listed here. You can call it tariffs or charges for certification. So all sort of details are given. Anybody interested can see by clicking apida.gov.in. Now, not only this, the national project on organic farming is being handled by National Center of Organic Farming. National Center of Organic Farming was established in year 2004 to promote organic farming. And this center was given one project. The name was National Project on Organic Farming. Now, this institute's name has been changed in 2022. Year 2022, the name has been changed and some confusion is created. This is National Center for Organic and Natural Farming. So, and natural word has been added. And this center is also important. And you can see this is the notification. This is the notification which said that name of the institute has been changed. And this ends here. You can see former Agriculture Minister. It is Dr. Radha Mohan Singh, and he launched one book, Wealth Per Acre and Health Per Acre by Vandana Shiva. Vandana Shiva is a promoter of organic farming and desi local seeds in India. So this ends this presentation. Now I can invite your questions on the subject. Your questions are welcome. And this is the time. We have 15 minutes time. I could finish it early, but we have 15 minutes time or 10 minutes time. Now you are most welcome to ask any question on organic farming, which is there in your mind. This is the time to get clarification, not just this lecture. You can have any question on organic farming, question of your choice. Yes, please come fast. Whatever is there, don't feel shy. This is the time to clarify your confusions, your doubts about organic farming.
सर ये ब्रॉड लेवल पे सीरियल्स में करना पॉसिबल है क्या सर इसे? हम तो फ्रूट एंड वेजिटेबल्स में ही मतलब मैंने सर ऐसा एक बार सर कॉलेज में डिस्कशन चल रहा था सर प्रोफेसर्स के बीच में, तो वहां पे मैं कॉन्फ्रेंस में था सर। उस समय उनके बीच में यही आर्गुमेंट हो गया था इस चीज को लेके कि ये वेजिटेबल्स एंड फ्रूट के लिए ये कर सकते हो आप,
Yeah.
सीरियल्स पे नहीं कर सकते, लाइक व्हीट एंड राइस ये करना पॉसिबल नहीं है।
Yeah, yeah. Very good, Atul. I'm really happy to receive this question. His question is that some people were saying, some people were of the opinion that it is successful and it is practical only in the fruits and vegetables. Or you can say it is possible in high, those who want to leave can leave. There is no problem. Though it is not practical, it is practical in high value crops. Yes, I agree. High value crops like your, even I can say this pulses. Pulses are the best crop. Oil seeds are the best crop. And of course, the fruits and vegetables are also good crops. And in one sentence, we can say we can start with high value crops. So you can consider them high value crops, means crops which have less bulk, they require less area, though those are, and they have high value. So those are high value crops. But that may not hold always true. That may not hold always true. It is successful in wheat and maize and rice also. If we see the data from India, we are exporting sizable quantity of basmati rice, organic basmati rice in India. We are also producing organic basmati, which is also a cereal. So it is not that it is successful only in fruits and vegetables. See, we need to look into the area available. Area available for fruits, area available for vegetables. Compared to cereals, the area occupied by these high value crops is very small. Take the case of rice and wheat. Rice occupies about 44 million hectares. And how much area is under wheat? How much area in India is under wheat? Any student? How much area under cultivation in wheat in India? Under rice? The cultivated area under wheat, is it 29 or 30 million hectares?
30 sir.
Huh? 30.
30.
30, okay. So take that it is 44 or take 43 for rice and 30 for wheat. So it becomes 73. And how much is the net cultivated area in India? Net cultivated area in India. Any student? How much is the total geographical area of India?
328 million hectares.
329
million.
Very good. And out of this,
Cultivated is 141.
141. Okay. So out of 141, we have 73. 73, that means more than half of the area in the country is occupied by rice and wheat. So how can we forget rice and wheat? So in general, the systems you see in the farming system, in agricultural system, we go for rotations. Of course, some vegetable farmers are there in the city area. Around the urban centers, you will find vegetable farmers who have only vegetable-based rotations. But major vegetables like potato, onion, or some other vegetables, tomatoes, they require very large area. And those kind of crops are produced as a field crop, potato, onion, tomatoes, they are produced they are vegetable crop, but they are produced at a larger area. Then they become field crop, kind of field crop. So we cannot afford restrict only to the area where you have vegetable-based farming, because these vegetables are also grown with cereals, alternating the cereals. You see, in Farrukhabad district in UP, you get maize potato rotation. Do you know about it? There are many areas in India, even in this Himachal Pradesh, you will get some cereal and vegetable rotation. So what I mean to say, if you are growing vegetable in particular land through the organic system, then in the rotation, you will also have cereal and vice versa. So I don't think, I have seen that in India now, cereals are having very good area under organic system. But when farmers start or farmers make beginning, anybody making beginning and having a small area, they can start with high value crops, particularly your spices, and then the legumes should be there in the rotation. So it is not that organic farming in cereal is not possible. It is possible. We are doing, and we have conducted many long-term experiments on organic farming. We are dealing at IRA. We laid down first experiment on organic farming in year 2003, and which is continuing even today, 2023. And if you get a chance to visit agronomy division, we can show you that experiment. So, and not just one, we have two experiments, long-term experiment, which have crossed 20 years. So I think, Atul, it is not the case. Any other question? Any other question or cross question? Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if we want to convert the whole India in organic country, then sir, how it can be possible?
Yeah, very good. So he's saying that we have 141 million hectare area, and if we convert the whole area into organic farming, we will definitely compromise the food security, because we are too large in number and our population is also increasing very rapidly. So if we go to organic, then there will be shortage of the food. So this is his question, and definitely the sustainability of the food system will be affected. He is saying like this. His answer is that many times you find two kind of people. One is who support organic farming, and others are who do not support it or who rather oppose it. And some may be neutral. Okay, I don't have view. So people who are against organic farming, they always put forward this view that our food security will be compromised. But let me tell you that nobody is going to convert whole 141 million hectare area into organic area. If we see the policy of the government, and if we see what is feasible, is very small area can be brought under organic farming. So first answer is that nobody is going to convert whole area of the country into organic farming. Right now, we have about 3.6 or 3.7 million hectare area under organic farming out of say 141, not 141. This is 3.65 also include wild harvest. So basically it may be somewhere around only 1.7 or 1.8 million hectare area that is cultivated land. So only 1.68 or 1.7 million hectare area out of 141 million hectare area is in organic. So it is very small fraction, and if we can bring it 2 million hectare, that is fine. So nobody is converting, first thing is. Second is, if we convert say up to 2 million hectare, 3 million hectare, 4 million hectare out of 141, even then this will produce something. This will produce something, say it will produce 75%, 60% yield of the conventional, but it will also contribute something, and farmers can get good money. And if you find any shortage, the food can be imported also. We always import food. There are certain WTO guidelines that you have to import, you have to export food. We import rice, we export rice, you know. So these kind of things are there. So food security will never be compromised if we go for organic farm. This is just hypothetical question. So we cannot adopt because we are not having that much of organic materials. We have limited potential of organic material to supply to organic farming. So we cannot convert whole India into organic. It is a myth in the minds of the people who want to oppose it. But nobody is converting 141 to all into organic. Is it okay, Arijit?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is just hypothetical, Arijit, that people make questions and they oppose organic farming. Our food security will be compromised. Nobody is converting India into organic. Only small areas are getting converted into organic. But what happened before 1960s? we were sufficient. Okay, some problem came. But if you go back into 18th century, 19th century, we didn't have much food security issues because population was limited. So any other last, one more question, quick question, anybody want to ask?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, there is a thought that using chemical fertilizer affects the food chain. But sir, really after applying some chemical, like sir, in whichever form we applied urea, so the plant is finally obtaining NO3 minus. So how it affects the food chain?
Just could you repeat it again? I could not get clear question. Please, Amir.
Sir, yes, sir. So there is a thought that using chemical sources of fertilizer like urea affects the food chain. But sir, when we apply urea, then the final form plant takes is nitrate NO3 minus, so it does not affect the plant. So does it really matter that which source of nitrogen fertilizer we are applying for plant?
You are soil scientist? You are from soil science? Amir?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
a common question, always a common question from soil science people. They restrict only to nitrate and ammonia. I give you answer. So actually, he's right that plant will not recognize whether nitrate or ammonium is coming from urea or ammonium sulfate, or is it coming from organic sources or biofertilizer, whatsoever may be. But plant will always take nitrogen in nitrate form. So why to worry? Why to worry about the source? He's right. But here I want to tell that urea is not allowed in organic farming, not because that it is giving nitrate and organic materials also giving nitrate, not because of that. It is organic farming, Amia, is a holistic approach which want to imitate the natural farming, the natural process of farming, the ecological farming. So here in the use of urea will affect the nature. It will pollute the environment. That is why organic urea or chemical fertilizers are not allowed in organic farming. Number one, this urea is not allowed because the production of urea will pollute the environment. When you manufacture urea, first you need to produce ammonia, energy is involved, and then you combine ammonia with the carbon dioxide to produce urea, energy is involved. So wherever you produce urea, energy will be consumed. If you consume energy, that means you will pollute the environment. This is one thing, that production of urea creates pollution in the environment. Number two, the application. If you apply urea, these days you are talking a lot that if you use excess urea, there will be nitrous oxide emissions. So again, greenhouse gas emission is also there. So it is again not a natural thing. And when you apply urea into the soil, your organism become lazy. They easily get nitrates. Even organism, they will not go for their multiplication fast. If they get multiplication of organism happens when they get organic sources of nutrients. So therefore, urea is not allowed, not because it does not matter whether nitrate is coming from this source or that source, but we need to see the source. See, protein can come from meat. Protein can come from your pulses, but I do not eat meat. I take my protein from pulses. I don't want to take my protein from the meat. So in both the sources, because I feel that in producing meat, you are polluting environment more than producing vegetarian food. It is a fact that 1 unit of a non-vegetarian or meat products pollutes the environment 9 times more than the vegetarian food. So actually people want nature conservation. Therefore, there is no question of nitrate or ammonia. There is question that it is holistic approach. It should be very close to the nature. What nature is doing. Nature is not manufacturing urea in this factories. It is making urea or nitrogen in the roots of rhizomes in the form of azotobacter, azoosperm. So this is all I wanted to say. and we can discuss it further. And if you have any question, you can send me cross question also. Thank you very much, and let me take your attendance.